Hey, what's up, guys? I ended up having a customer call and tell me that they have a factory, but they feel like the AC hasn't been keeping up lately. Whenever I went out there, I did notice that they had the thermostat set to the fan on position, so I just turned it to the auto. Now, what ends up happening if you have the fan to the on position is that coil is going to be completely wet, okay? Now, whenever that air conditioning shuts off, it's literally just pulling all that moisture off of the coil and it's just throwing it back into the space, which is going to cause it to feel cold but humid at the same time, which is not ideal. It's just best to keep it on the auto position with the thermostat. That was one thing that I did find, and you can go ahead and check out the rest of the clip so you can see the other things that I found. All right, don't forget to like and follow, and have a great day. The customer said the system is not cooling enough. Let's see what we can find. Immediately walking up to the unit, I did notice that it did not have a P-trap. Also, from the look of everything, it almost seems like this location needs two systems to cool the location properly. But this is the only unit that's being used. The other one is actually, I guess, decommissioned. But you can see all that water down there. So the P-trap is most likely the reason why it's leaking. And this unit was actually set on the lowest speed tap, so I put it to the high speed. This is what the temp is coming out at. And you can already see right here, we can see some issues. We don't have any insulation all over this drywall. I also ended up finding that there was two flexes that were not insulated, which were causing wet stains on the ceiling. I ended up going outside to check the condensing unit, and I pretty much just opened up the panel, checked all the components, and then I even looked at the refrigerant pressures, which they were decent, not too big of a issue there. They also asked if I could look at a barge unit that they had as well. I ended up sending the customer a quote to do 2 maintenances and also replacing 2 ducts. They said they would take care of the installation themselves. After the customer did accept the quote, I showed up about 3 days later with all the materials needed to go ahead and replace the 2 ducts and also perform a 2-system maintenance. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and do the ductwork first before I even get started with the maintenances. To be able to replace the ductwork correctly, I did end up having to cut 2 holes in the drywall in separate locations, just like this one. I was by myself while I was doing all this work, so I didn't really have time to record everything as I was doing it. Once I was done with the ductwork, I went ahead and moved to the maintenances, and I also added this P-trap, and now the system is no longer leaking. Alright guys, the update for this call, the customer ended up calling me about a week later, and then they told me that they were super satisfied and that the AC has been keeping up.